Hello and welcome to this Dragon Boat Festival special on The Vibe. I'm Julian walking in Beijing.
And I'm Leonie Zoomer.
So Leo, what comes to mind when it comes to the Dragon Boat Festival?
Zongzi, sticky rice dumplings, of course.
And,
well, maybe also a thrilling dragon boat race.
well, if you've ever been to one, Leo, you'll know that even thrilling is an understatement. Check it out.
At heart of the Dragon Boat Festival is the story of Qu Yuan, the exiled poet whose loyalty and despair gave rise to the dragon boat tradition. Yet the festival also reflects something more practical and universal, the way ancient Chinese communities responded to the challenges of the summer season. The fifth lunar month was once considered the most dangerous time of year, a period when disease, insects, and bad luck seemed to be rampant. To protect themselves and their families, people turned to the natural world, hanging mugwort and calamus at their doors, wearing scented sachets, and preparing delicious food that also benefits health. Today, many of these traditions live on, not just as memories, but as moments to reconnect with nature, heritage, and ourselves. 张梦圆 CGTN.
Oh, I love that shot there. You know, in the township of Diejiao in South China's Guangdong province, where the Dragon Balls take place, locals celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival with a unique tradition.
Yeah, the Dragon Boat Drifting Race, which is also known as Formula One on water.
Our reporter Dai Kai takes us there to discover what makes this race such a big splash.
Each year around the Dragon Boat Festival, the community in Diejiao comes together for the Dragon Boat Drifting Race, a tradition that has been passed down through generations. For locals, it's a celebration of skill, teamwork, and cultural heritage.
The race course includes sharp curves that test the crew's ability to maintain both speed and precision. Successfully navigating these turns demands exceptional technique and flawless coordination within the team.
The race boasts a history dating back over 500 years. It is characterized by synchronized paddling, rhythmic drumming, and the strategic maneuvering of long, narrow boats through tight corners. For Liu Yejiang, racing on a dragon boat has been a part of his life for 6 years.
Dragon boat drifting is etched into the hearts of every Diejiao native. It's in our DNA. We always hold fast to the spirit of Diejiao dragon boats. We'd rather crash the boat than paddle slow.
For Michael, a new team member who came all the way from Germany, this year marks his very first time racing in Diejiao.
My team was very welcoming at the beginning and was trying to help me a lot. But the exhaustion is heavy. The pain in my muscles is crazy, especially at the beginning. I could not move my shoulders.
To locals, bringing in international teammates adds new dimensions to this cultural legacy.
Through their eyes and voices, Diejiao's dragon boat spirit can reach the world. Passing down this heritage is a shared duty for both the new generation and the old.
I am not really a next generation. I would rather inspire the next generation for becoming dragon boat racers. It is a very nice tradition and it has a lot of action. Hopolan but hopaman. We are really living that. We are not trying to crash, but if we are crashing, then we will still go on and try our best to make a good time.
For the people of Diejiao, the Dragon Boat Drifting Race is a vibrant expression of their cultural identity and a testament to their enduring love for tradition. The passing of this legacy from one generation to the next keeps the spirit of the race alive. 大概 CGTN, Foshan in Guangdong Province.
Now, I have to say, we've had a race of our own here in Beijing, and it was just as challenging.
Speak for yourself, Julian. Eating food has never been a challenge for me.
Well, to be fair, we sampled some great food from a Xinjiang hotel restaurant, a pleasant surprise and a twist on the traditional zongzi, which we are used to, but we also got our hands dirty by dabbling in making our own. Check it out.
It looks so
It looks like a
good.
mix between a custard and stir-fried rice.
Yeah.
My grandma, she would be flabbergasted because usually at home, the zongzi is always served hot. And this is not only served cold, it's got these cornucopia of toppings right here. You have dates, you have strawberries. Is it a snack or is it part of the meal?
Part of the meal.
Let's dig in.
Delicious.
It is so rich. It hits every part of your mouth.
It's very
It's
surprising.
yogurt zongzi.
It's really flavorsome. I can't describe it.
And now I'm really curious how this is made. You want to take us back?
Okay.
Now, this yogurt zongzi is one of the top-selling dishes at this Xinjiang Hotan restaurant. And our chef Abu is going to show us how this went from this
To this.
and to
back
this.
to this.
椰子还有这个米，还有红枣、酸奶，还有些果酱一起做的。
Normally, for the zongzi, we have reed or bamboo leaves, right? But in Xinjiang, we use the reed leaf. Oh, okay.
Okay, we fold.
The top?
I'm really bad at this already.
红枣放一个，
What is
Okay,
that?
a date for each and two for me because I'm a Gemini.
Rice.
Why does it already look better how he does it?
He does this every day. How many zongzi do you make here at the restaurant each day?
200多个。
200 each day. It is popular. You know what my favorite ingredient is? The rubber band.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
It looks very free-spirited, mine.
I think so too.
And then what happens next?
锅里面放，然后蒸。
We steam it for 40 minutes, and then this comes out looking like this. This is what we've made.
I mean, look, that's not too bad. I'm sorry, mine wins, guys.
Now let's put this in the steamer. Now our zones is steamed and ready. I wish you could smell this. It is so fragrant, it smells like the beginning of summer, right? However, only halfway done. So what's next?
You can open it.
Normally we eat it like this.
Next step
Exactly.
is
First we-
yes.
My mom always said, don't play with your food.
All right. I love yogurt.
Here have all kinds of tastes.
It tastes better when you make it yourself.
Yes, it does. It's just the sweetness of the fruit and the tanginess of the yogurt. It's really unique flavor. It's really nice.
We not only have the yogurt, we have this sumptuous meal right here. What are these dishes?
This one is chamgu. In Chinese, it's chamagu. This one is polo, 手抓饭,
This
yellow
is
carrot.
yellow carrot. It's got a mango kind of texture.
In Uyghur language, it's samsa, and in Chinese, it's 烤包子.
Look at the color of those noodles. Guys, who knew in Xinjiang? The yogurt zones is an everyday celebration. It's creamy yogurt filled, shaved ice cooled, and it's paired with this roasted lamb dipped in salt water. I think Hotan just literally upgraded the Dragon Boat Festival feast. I don't know about you, my taste buds will be rolling back here for more. But for now, let's head back to the studio to check out some of the other celebrations right now.
Vay vay nadana surkhan Khosh khol ghum surkhan Bu taqdim jaran bad tidikkan zorkhan Ah bu taqdim jaran bad tidikkan zorkhan
Bum, bum, bum. And it was a feast, and a party, right?
It was.
Well, here in the studio, we kind of continue this theme of the party here. As you can see, we've got our studio decked out here today.
We do. We have all the Dragon Boat Festival essentials here. The fragrant sachet, some mint, some herbs, some mugwort, and of course, the zongzi. Can't miss that.
And an old friend of the vibe, Dr. Wang Lepeng, who is a professor at the Beijing University of Chinese Medicine. Welcome back, Dr. Wang.
Hello.
Hello.
Dr. Wang, the Dragon Boat Festival, right, is unlike any other traditional festivals because with the other ones, they focus on the celebration and the family reunion. What makes the Dragon Boat Festival stand out?
Okay, first, it's a traditional festival for commemorating the Atropanic poet Qu Yuan. So that's why on this festival we do not say like happy spring festival, happy mid-autumn festival. We say wish you good health in this festival. Okay, this is one thing. Another is because this festival is like at the early period of summer when it's like very hot and humid. So there are more like mosquitoes and insects and also some like harmful like creatures occur, the same to some illness. So that's why people, in order to ward off all these like problems, we call that the evils, people gradually develop a variety of customs, like wearing mugwort and the calamus, and also wears sashi, and even kids. So they use they wear the 5 poison clothes, actually in order to aware their awareness for health and safety.
Great, you can give us maybe some more insight about what these essentials actually symbolize and what they stand for, what they mean.
Okay, so first I'd like to introduce the mugwort and also the calamus. These are two famous plants for this festival. Usually people hang this on the doorway. We call that hang the like mugwort, tiger, and also the calamus sword. See, it looks like a sword. One is like to clean the environment for better surroundings. Another is just tradition. We think these plants are like young in nature, and it can keep away the evils.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
great protection symbolism, and as well as cleansing for the air, protects the insects. I see we've got two different types of mugwort. Those ones over there are the fresh ones, and these ones are the dried ones. Do they have the same effect?
Yes, actually, this is for better preservation.
Okay, so people actually use this. I mean, it's not only for decoration, for protection, but you actually use it in as an herbal tea, right?
Medicines, and especially for moxibustion.
Like the mint, right?
Yeah, this is the fresh mint.
Nice.
That is incredible. And also, I know we use them, we're talking about these poisonous pests, right? But we also use a lot of things that are quite, that are perceived as poisonous. For instance, realgar, but we use them in wine and we dab them on the forehead for kids. Tell us more about that.
Okay, in ancient times, especially during this festival, people take the realgar wine. But gradually we found it's safer to use it externally. So we decorate. We use the realgar wine to draw like the Chinese character King Wang on children's forehead. Okay, for protective purpose.
That's a great tip. The realgar wine. Now, the Dragon Boat Festival is a time for reunions, racing boats, and of course indulging in sticky rice zongzi, right? Until the bloating, the travel fatigue, and the post-feast guilt hit. Does it sound familiar?
Yep.
Well, this year, instead of surrendering to holiday burnout, I turned to a 2,000-year-old survival guide, traditional Chinese medicine. Follow me as I swap sugar crashes for smoke therapy, Chinese style.
The Beijing University of Chinese Medicine is a junction of modern science and traditional wisdom.
Okay, I'm here to meet up with Dr. Wang, my traditional Chinese medicine doctor, for some holiday zen and harmony, which I really need right now.
And instead, I was greeted by this sight and a welcoming needle for instant heart stress relief.
内关大概沿着心包经扎入后腿侧区。
And this was me 20 minutes prior. As in Western medicine, the visit starts with exam and queries. But instead of expensive lab tests, my pulse is taken and my tongue checked.
A very thick tongue coating.
Thick coating on the tongue indicates dampness in the body, which could lead to fatigue, lethargy, and brain fog, all of which could be easily compounded by the hot weather.
It's getting hot in the summer, and a lot of people want to drink iced tea and take a cold shower, right? But I've been told to drink a lot of hot water and use moxibustion, which is a lot of heat and fire. Why is that?
In hot summer, the yang qi, the energy, floats on the surface. So inside, the internal organ is more weak. If you take iced drink or food, it damages the internal yang qi, the yang energy. Dragon Boat Day is on the 5th lunar month. It's like the peak of the summer. The climate is like hot and also humid. So that's why we suggest the people to try moxibustion to dispel the dampness and also warm the internal organ. I suggest you can try acupuncture moxibustion. It's simple but powerful.
Dr. Wang is very convincing.
Ow! Okay, you can feel some radiation. That's good. That's called arrival of qi.
The needles were practically imperceptible, but the fear can make you scream like a baby, which can also be very relieving.
The mugwort can warm the meridian and also eliminate the coldness and the dampness. If you are sensitive enough, you can feel the circle.
It feels like I have a wok on my belly right now.
This herbal tea is especially good in summer around the Dragon Boat Day.
That was miraculous, guys. Totally unexpected. Before the treatment, I had a lot of stress and energy pent up inside right here, and now I'm feeling completely activated and refreshed. Whew. And now something to reward myself with.
Julian Wagen, CGTN.
Oh my, wow. What an emotional experience for you, Julian. You've been really, really brave. I'm very impressed.
Dr. Wang was very good.
Thank you. Well, I also got a taste of TCM paired with coffee. This might not make sense at first, but I got to explore a wellness cafe where ancient remedies come in the form of a latte. And even the decor is, let's say, different. This is Jima Health's brand new lifestyle experience store where traditional Chinese medicine wisdom gets a modern twist. With a racing track layout and wellness drinks on tap, it's part apothecary, part cafe, and all about rebooting ancient traditions for today's health-conscious crowd. Tong Ren Tang and coffee? Yep, you've heard right. For those of you who don't know, Tong Ren Tang is one of China's most iconic traditional medicine brands dating back to the Qing dynasty. And here, ancient practices are meeting a goji berry latte. And I want to find out what makes this brew so special. It's quite earthy. It's not as sweet as I expected. It's very nice. What are the health benefits?
不同的这个咖啡的时候，我们会有不同的这个效果。那这一杯呢，提高我们的这个精气；这一杯呢，就是肉桂的一个效果呢，可以让它去寒活血。所以第一呢，在日常当中我们很方便、很便捷的得到滋补。那第二是可能我们有针对性的让自己的一些的这个身体状态得到一些这个调整。
These drinks are inspired by the principle of food as medicine, a TCM practice that focuses on how the 5 flavors can be used to balance the body. It's medicine you can sip. You can get your body scanned, talk to a practitioner, and walk away with a full plan from what to eat to how to sleep better. TCM isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's carefully tailored to meet each person's unique needs.
这一侧的颈椎有一点点问题，有可能是这边的肌肉僵硬呀，或者是不舒服呀，它引起来的问题，你就可以去做理疗、推拿。
It's amazing how much the doctor can deduct by just touching my wrists, essentially. I'm really amazed. So I've just had my pulse read and got a personalized wellness tip. Okay, so more running and more Pilates. And getting enough sleep. I came for the coffee, but left with a mini health reset. And who knew that a latte could carry 3,000 years of tradition? Leonie Zoomer, CGTN, Beijing.
Wow, I would say you were brave, Leo.
Thank you.
Did you feel different after drinking this coffee concoction right there?
I certainly felt more energetic afterwards, and I must admit the doctor's assessment really gave me food for thought. How about you? How did you feel after your treatment?
It looked scary, but I have to say I felt like a completely different person afterwards thanks to Dr. Wang. And Dr. Wang, you also gave me some recommendations for an herbal tea, which made me feel very refreshed afterwards. Tell us what was in that blend.
That day we drank like peppermint and chrysanthemum tea. This is the combination.
Ah, okay. Chrysanthemum and mint.
Yes. So both of them can clear the lung heat. Especially we call it upper jiao to clear the mind. And besides, especially the peppermint, very fragrant. It can help the flow free coursing of liver tea, make people feel happy and refreshed. Especially in hot summer, people always feel like cloudy head.
Right.
So this is especially good.
Well, that's fantastic tips.
Well, we have all these ingredients here, so let's create one of those iconic sachets. I'm
okay,
gonna have them
all right.
out. You get one, you get
Let's
one.
talk about
So
the
that's
sachets.
also like tradition for this festival. We can choose the color you like for the pouch, and then choose different combination. Today, I strongly recommend the combination of these 5. There's also mint, mugwort.
Dried mint, cloves.
Clove, okay.
Definitely want some
and
of that.
also tangerine peel.
Oh, wow.
Then you can put a little bit everything inside. Then crush with your hands for better release.
Wait,
the
crash.
fragrance. Crush.
Okay, crash
okay.
them.
And
that actually smells really nice.
then, you can tie it. Usually people hang it on the back or even the neck or waist. Or
your
even
belt.
just place it beside
your pillow.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Dr. Wan, I noticed the number 5, comes up a lot right now. 5 ingredients. So we also have the 5-color thread.
Yes.
What's the symbolism of the 5?
5 actually, it's related to 5 elements, 5 faces. That's also a very important foundation for Chinese philosophy. Take the 5-color threads as an example. We use the color green and red, yellow and white and black that correspond to the liver, heart, spleen and lung and also kidney, though especially children wear it during this, we call it like poison month, to protect. Also, it's good to improve the healthy qi of the internal 5 organs. And usually on the first day of doggy day, they threw it and put it in the boiling water. That also means to get rid of evil qi and also bad luck.
And it looks very pretty.
Yeah,
it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful.
It's really nice.
Except it's so interesting because we're making these really beautiful things to repel against the 5 poisonous insects. What are the 5 poisonous insects?
So it's also in ancient times, old days, during this hot and humid weather, like snake, scorpion, toad, and also centipede.
Yeah.
And another thing I think
scorpion. We talked about snake. Scorpion.
Yeah. And some people say spider
and toad.
Or toad.
And spider.
Okay.
Now we've got those.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now these will do just the job. As we're making these fragrance sachets, Singapore's women Dragon Boat athletes are showing their holiday spirit in their own way. They're out on the water training in spite of the scorching heat.
And these part-time athletes hold full-time jobs too. As Singapore prepares for the Dragon Boat Festival, this team is racing toward a new goal, the World Championships in Germany, of all places. CGTN's Miro Lu has more.
I just love the sport. I love to paddle. It's just the togetherness of everyone, calling together, sweating together, pushing together.
There are people that I want to fight for, the people that I want to train together with.
For Singapore's national women's team, victory isn't about individual glory. It's striving for the moment the entire boat finds rhythm, works in unison.
Compared to every other sport, for Dragon Boat it's a bit more special because everyone has the same role to play. You don't really have a star player.
It's a sport of technique, timing and trust. Power helps, but in a boat where the water consistently shifts, finesse wins races.
Water is not like a weight or like this kind of door frame slab. It's still, and you just need to put all your effort and then you push. The water conditions change. The water is also very dynamic. So technical-wise, is something that we are all working on every day, trying to find what we can do to break the walls.
This July, they will compete in one of the year's biggest competitions, the World Championships in Germany. While their primary goal is a podium finish, what drives these part-time athletes is something far more important.
When you have a whole bunch of friends around you, which keeps you going. When you're paddling, you're tired under the hot sun. These are the people who keep pushing you and to make you not give up, which is why I still turn up every time to suffer together.
The goal is much larger, to bring the community up, to show that we can also do it even if we are part-time athletes.
Part of that community spirit is shared tradition. Before every major race, the team performs rituals to honor the dragon.
Every time when we go for races, it's like a ritual, like a good luck kind of thing, to touch the dragon head, to pour water over the dragon head.
Though deeply rooted in Asian tradition, the sport has gone global, with teams from Europe to the Americas now racing alongside their Asian counterparts.
Last year when we were at the International Canoe Federation race in the Philippines, there were teams from all over the world, like the US, Ukraine, the Spanish team. And it was quite heartening to see a very Asian-specific sport could be done by other people overseas, even in Europe, in America. Even in Singapore, I think the local scene is quite big. You have children in schools, like maybe 10, 12 years old, people who are visually impaired, physically impaired doing the sport, breast cancer survivors, retirees.
For these part-time athletes, dragon boat racing is more than a sport. It's discipline. It's a community. It's taking tradition forward, one stroke at a time.
This is the time to go. Get your game face on, start the race.
What an inspiring story, huh?
Wow, I'm in awe of these dedicated athletes, honestly.
Dr. Wang, having traveled around the world to teach and heal people with TCM, when you look at the traditions, would you say that we're more alike than we're different?
Actually, there are a lot of similarities among different cultures. For example, based for health, people from different countries all value the correspondence between man and nature.
And since you've traveled so much, when you look abroad, is there anything that you can learn? Is there any cultural exchange, medicine exchange as well?
Yes, actually, we learn from each other a lot, including Chinese medicine. We include a lot of like herbs from different countries as well.
And Dr. Wang, it is the Dragon Boat Festival. What are some do's and don'ts from a TCM perspective, traditional Chinese medicine's perspective?
Okay, first do, because it's in summer, in Chinese medicine, we say cultivate the yang energy, the yang qi in summer. For example, we should go to bed, get up a little earlier, and also go to bed a little late to follow the rhythm of the nature, but not too late, not later than 11 o'clock, all right? And although it's hot, but as we mentioned, the yang qi, the yang energy comes outside, so don't take too much cold food to nourish our like yang qi, all right?
Well, it is quite interesting. They do say, right, that when you're hot, you should actually even drink tea, which first to me would be kind of contradictory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another don't is we mentioned the zongzi. It's the festival food, but don't overeat zongzi because it's made of like sticky rice.
Only for smelling. Only for smelling.
But it's good that we have like
It's
red
good.
date
It is
inside. Okay.
You're tempting me now.
It's all about
me. You know I want to eat
And
that.
afterwards, you can take some like the Hong Thong tea and also the Piu tea to help to digest.
And it's interesting because we're talking about, you know, early morning routines. Leonie, she likes to wake up and have a full glass of water to kind of like rehydrate the body, but apparently that's not something we're supposed to do, right?
That's all right, but no iced tea. Okay, because the inside you need like warm water may be good.
Good.
Well,
great.
thank you so much, Dr. Wang,
you.
for these great tips because good habits start today. And thank you for joining us on this Dragon Boat Festival special. I'm Julian Wagen.
And I'm Leonie Zoomer. Have a wonderful Dragon Boat Festival.
And bye for now.
Bye. I'm going to eat it anyway. Just a little bit. I mean, can't be.
This does smell amazing.